Hello, I'm Peter C. Hayward, creator of Scuttle, and I'm going to teach you how to play a 2 or 3 player game. First of all, remove Davy Jones, the Robot Pirate, and the blank cards. You put them back in the box. They will not be used in this game. Everything I'm about to teach you is in the rulebook, as well as all the variants and all kinds of exciting things, but the game is pretty simple, and so you shouldn't really need much more than this explanation. First thing you do is shuffle up the deck and deal each player 4 cards. This will be their hand. The aim of the game is to be the first player to get 21 doubloons worth of treasure in front of you. Doubloons are represented by these little coins which match the numbers. So if I can get 21 doubloons in front of me as treasure, then I win the game. Every turn you do one of 2 things. You either draw a card and add it to your hand, or you play a card. Cards can either be played as an action or for their treasure value. So I could play this 3 in front of me as treasure. I now have 3 treasure towards my goal of 21. Or I could put it straight into the discard pile to use its power. Some of them are aggressive, so one opponent discards 2 cards. I could do that and make this opponent choose 2 cards from their hand and discard it. Or I could just race to be the first one to get the most treasure. Some cards don't have a treasure value, so these are just purely used for their action. You can't play these as treasure. So the Maelstrom, for example, destroy all treasures. Every treasure that was out would go into the discard pile. The King is a permanent. Whenever you play a permanent, you put it to the side in front of you, and it has an ongoing effect on the game until that card is removed. So I could play that King as my turn. This player could decide to just draw a card. After you've done your one action, play passes to the left, and it goes around until any player has 21 doubloons worth of treasure. So let's have a look at the Pirate King. Your treasures are worth 3 more doubloons each. That means if I had this King out as a permanent, and I also had this card out as treasure and this card out as treasure, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus they're each worth 3 more, so this one's actually another 3, so that's 4 total plus 6 total. These 2 cards would be worth 10 doubloons. If I had another King out, then they'd be worth another 3 each, etc. Some treasures, such as this 9, are permanent, so if I play it for its treasure value, it just goes in front of me. If I play it as a permanent, I put it on its side, like I did with the King. That is the essence of the game. Every turn you take an action and play passes around. There's a few pieces of terminology. So permanent, as I mentioned, it means that you can play it and it stays in the game. Some cards will protect other cards. So where's that 9 gone? Pirate code. Place this on top of a treasure. It is now protected. It cannot be destroyed or stolen. So if this 3 was being protected by that 9 and someone played the ace, destroy all treasures, that one would not be destroyed because it is protected. Anytime a card says destroy, it means from play. And anytime a card says discard, then that means from hand. So the cannon could be used to make someone remove 2 cards from their hand, but it wouldn't affect the cards they have out in play. And similarly, the Maelstrom would destroy all the treasures they have in play, but it wouldn't impact the cards they have in their hand. If at any point you've played through the entire deck and it runs out, just pick up the discard pile, shuffle it, and form a new deck. That is everything you need to know to play. I'll play a few sample rounds. I should warn you, I'm not very good at playing while I'm commentating, so this will not be optimal strategy. Don't treat this as the ultimate strategy guide, just an idea of how the game works. So, to begin with, you deal everyone 4 cards into their hand. Any card that says opponents is referring to all other players. Any card that says everyone will include you. So, I'm going to go ahead and play Henry Morgan. Draw 5 cards, add 1 to your hand, and put the others back in any order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to keep this queen, and I'm going to put the rest back in the same order they came out. I could have swapped them around if I wanted to. I decided not to. Then that's my one action, so this player has a turn. They're going to go ahead and play the skeleton key. Draw a card, and then play a card. They're going to play Madam Ching. Now, Madam Ching is poorly phrased, and in the next printing we're going to fix this. It says play 1 card as a permanent and 1 card as a treasure. What that means is play 1 card for its permanent ability, and then 1 card for its treasure ability. So I'm going to play that 2 for its treasure ability. The stowaway is a permanent. You can tell because it says permanent here on the banner. Play this in front of another player. Their lowest valued treasure has no value. Take that, player down the bottom. That is that player's turn. So they only have 1 card in hand now. This player has got some nifty little cards. He's just going to go ahead and play this 10 as a treasure. So he's currently closest to 21 doubloons with 10 treasure. Now, no matter what I play here, the stowaway means that the first card I have out will have no value. And if I have multiple cards out, then my lowest value card will have no value. So I'm just going to play this 1 as a treasure because I don't really mind losing that 1. This player's got a pretty empty hand, so he's going to play Long John Silver, swap hands with another player. He has nothing in hand. This player has 3, this player has 3, so he's going to swap hands with this guy, leaving this person with nothing. Oh no! Because he can't play a card, this player is just going to draw a card. On this person's turn, he's going to go ahead and protect all the treasure. So the first mate is your treasures are protected, they cannot be destroyed or stolen. So that means that no matter what comes out, this 1 is now safe. It's also it's also worth nothing. So whoop-de-doo. This player with his fancy new hand is going to go ahead and play a lookout, steal a treasure, and move it in front of you. He now has 12 treasure. This player's having a rough time of it. He's going to play a skeleton key, draw a card, then play a card. And he's going to play the Kraken, destroying all permanents. Now, he could have played this as an action, or he could have played it as a treasure. He's decided to play it for its action. This player is now back down to 1, but doesn't have the stowaway anymore, which is nice. He's going to make this player discard 2 cards, so he also has an empty hand now. So he's going to draw, and it's back to me again. I'm going to choose a card from the discard pile and add it to my hand. I really want that Jack. So when you take something from the discard pile, it is public knowledge. This player has drawn a lookout, so he's just going to draw again because there's nothing worth stealing at the moment. Ooh, that's pretty nice. This player has a treasure chest, so he's going to play that. This player has a lookout, so he's going to go ahead and steal this treasure, bringing him up to 11, and so on and so forth. The game continues in this fashion until one player gets to 21 doubloons. It can take a little bit of time, it can take a long time, it depends on your style of play. There's also 2 expansions available, which is the Curse of Blackjack and Scurvy. With the Curse of Blackjack, it just adds a new action to the game, which is that when you have your turn, instead of drawing or playing, you can flip the top card. If it's a treasure, it goes in front of you. If it's not, it goes in your hand. However, if that treasure takes you above 21 points, you destroy all your treasure. As well as that, it comes with 13 new cards that you shuffle into the deck, and they just work like the other cards do. Scurvy is a little bit more complex, and so I'm going to do a separate video on that. If you have any questions about any of this, please let us know on contact@jellybean-games.com, or you can hit us up on Board Game Geek on the Scuttle Board Game Geek page, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you so much for watching.